guys? So back at the shop and make a little video going on. So we got 3 eBay orders here. We have a P72 bracket with AC pulley and all that on there. Some 98 to 2001 Integra bumper light brackets. And in the sander box we have an Integra passenger side air vent in good condition. So funny backstory actually, so it makes me think about that sander box right there. I actually had a guy that ordered, I don't think it was through eBay. I think it was actually through just a direct sale that we had. And I sent him like 3 different boxes inside of a big box just because I had to pack them separately, and I put them in like just boxes that we had here. Like one of them was from like a broom handle or something like that, and one of them was like from, I don't know, just like a vacuum cleaner or something like that. And he got it and he messaged me and he was like, "Hey bro," he's like, "I think you sent me the wrong items or whatever." And I was like, "Oh crap, like what did I send this guy? Like I must have put the label on the wrong box or something like that." And then he's like, "Yeah, you sent me like a garden hose and like a floor sweeper and stuff like that." And I was like, well, I was like, "I don't even have those items here. Like that's not even something I would ship to someone." And he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "Well, it's right on the box, you know, whatever." And I was like, "Well, did you open the box to see what it was?" Like, because I don't have items like that I would ship anybody to like try to fool you or something like that. And he was like, "No, I didn't open them, you know, whatever." So he literally like messaged me back like 30 minutes later and he was like, "Oh man, yeah, we're good, man." He's like, "Yo, I was just tripping out because these boxes and this and that." And I was like, "Okay, bro." I was like, "Well, good to know it wasn't wrong." So anyways, funny little backstory about shipping parts out in, you know, non-conventional boxes, because sometimes we can't, because unfortunately they don't make a one-size-fits-all car parts box, obviously. So anyways, back working on this car a little bit today. So I'm gonna sand down the whole bumper. It looks like it's been painted a few different times, you know, go figure, because it is an OEM bumper. It's been painted at least twice, but it did crack when I went into that ditch. And it was this piece right here, which does really suck because it makes it flimsy. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bracket on here and finish this up and make it to where it doesn't flex that much, so that way it doesn't look all bowed out. So that this piece was already broken to begin with, so I'm not really going to do anything there. But I'm going to sand down all this. It had some scratches and dings in it and stuff like that, just from rocks and, you know, being 30 years old. So I'm going to go through, sand this all down. And then on this side it looked pretty good. Still has some like dents and dings, like a little dent right here, and some dings in the paint, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all those out of there, sand this down the rest of the way, get all the clear off, and then get it taped up, and then get it prepped up to paint and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try to videotape some of the process. I haven't really videotaped any of the sanding or whatever, just because it's kind of boring and tedious and it sucks to set up the phone. But yeah, so we're gonna get this prepped up and make it look a lot better. Everything on the car now is pretty well back to how it's gonna be, except for the wheel, obviously. So that's good. And also I just got my text from Ray. My PCI stuff came in, so I did get these upper mounts for the upper control arms. I got those in PCI, which are going to be the Saphiric bushings for up top. Also in the rear, the upper camber arms, can't really see them in there, but they're just, I don't remember what they are. I think they're not Skunk 2, but they're something similar to that. So I'm going to pull those out. Those are going to be Saphiric I'm going to talk to Rob about maybe if I can cut this panel out while I'm doing that and go ahead and get this quarter panel fixed. It's not like it really bothers me that much, but you know, obviously it'll just make the car look better. I do need to roll the fenders a little bit more because I am going to bigger tires. These are 35 offset. I'm going to a 38 offset on some Rotas that I have, and I'm going to upgrade from a 205 tire to a 225 front and rear. So I'm going to put those on there. I'm going to prep up those wheels and probably paint them as well, because right now they're just like a dull, like factory color that's all like tarnished and stuff, so they don't really look that good. Aside from that, shop wise, we did get a B20 in and I sold it the same day. I still have the K24A4 engine, so that's still for sale. We have a few assorted parts from that as well. We had someone that wanted the injector clips off of there, so I'm waiting for them to come by. This motor was already sold, waiting on it to come get picked up. We do have a B16 block. It does have some damage over here, unfortunately, something that we're not going to fix. So if someone wants a complete B16 block, it's got everything inside there, all the pistons and all that. So we are selling that as is. Yeah, so over here on the hatch, this thing is pretty much ready to go. I'm going to swap out one more tire on the front, so we kind of have a matching set of donuts on here, or just Steelies, and then get this car sold. This car, we're going to go ahead and pull the motor out of it and keep the transmission, yada, yada, yada. This car, oh man, yeah, so we cut the whole floor pan out the other day. One of the guys in town came and cut it out for another guy that had a car that he traded for, and pretty much the whole floor pan was just like, it was bad. I mean, it was rusted in all four corners, like to where you could push it down and see daylight through the car. Really bad situation for that guy. So I told him I would sell him the whole floor pan for really, really cheap, but he's gonna have to have someone come cut it out or drill it out, and then have his removed and put that one in. So we went ahead and did that for that guy. Again, I felt really bad for that guy, man. He traded a really nice 4-door Civic for that, and he got kind of hosed on that deal. I guess he didn't really check it, but the guy also said that there was no rust on the car. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's kind of what happens with these old cars. When you buy them from individuals, you never really know. So, but anyways, so that is going on there. And then yeah, up front we did a little bit more organization up for the front. We have quite a few seats for sale, so if you're looking for Civic or Integra rear seats, we have some tan seats, a couple sets of leather seats, some Civic stock seats, stuff like that. Also, if you are here in town and you want to come get something, everything in this box is $10 each. So if you want anything, you know, we have adjustable control arms, we have some piping, we have a charge harness for K-Series, all sorts of stuff like that. So, and then of course, some of this stuff is on eBay. We do have some turbo parts now in stock, lots of intake manifolds and stuff like that. So, also I did want to say, with the stock fuel system stuff, we have quite a bit of that stuff. So if you're in need of like stock injectors or anything like that, definitely hit us up. We can get you some stock injectors and things like that to get you running if that's something you need. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go drop off those packages, UPS and USPS both. Oh, and we did have a guy that actually put a deposit down on all this stuff, so he's gonna come up and get the rear bumper with the spats on it and the optional side skirts there, the OEM ones. So those got a deposit, so I'm waiting on him to come pick these up. I think he said like a few weeks or whatever, but we do that quite a bit if we get motors in that someone wants, or you know, if you see something on my Facebook. Again, it's over there at Roger Whittam. That's where I post all my stuff. So if you see something that you need and you're not able to come right away and you think it's going to be a hot item, you can send me a deposit and we'll definitely hold it for you. Not a big deal. We do that with quite a bit of stuff actually. So, you know, you're welcome to do that. But those are going to get picked up. And yeah, so I'm going to go to Ray's, pick up my PCI stuff. Probably work on this some more today. I got to get everything cleaned up and get all this dust off here once I get done sanding and all that. But so yeah, that's a little day in the life of the shop here today. Hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone's getting their stuff done on their car. And if you need any parts, definitely hit us up because we can get them out to you. So we'll talk to you later.